Namaskaram. Welcome to Meditation Magic. To begin with, my humble salutations to Pitamaha Patriji, Swarnamala Patriji, all the seen and unseen masters. My humble salutations to the viewer gods and to the participant gods. So let's continue with our discussion. Meditation and conscious living. Why consciousness every moment? Because we experience life day-to-day basis as against our expectations. Though we want to live in peace, we end up in restlessness. Though we want to be always joyful, sometimes we get irritated and angry. So to overcome this, we need to practice consciousness every moment by moment. So yesterday we saw that this life exists as a parallel truth, two-sided truth. In the subtle truth is we are gods, we are infinite power. When we understand our subtle truth, then to handle the physical truths, it becomes very easy. We get the strength from the inner core to deal with any kind of situation. We can become independent of situations. So today's topic is understanding that this life, whatever individual experiences, is the single shot game kind of thing, which is directed, produced by me. I am the writer, I am the producer, I am the actor, and I am the watching all this. So when we understand this, when we face the situations, if we can be attentive enough, conscious enough, if we are aware in that moment, then as soon as if the situation is not according to the requirement or we face some challenges, at that time, if I can understand I am the producer, actor, director, script writer of my own movie of life, then my responsibility to the situation is different. I will not blame the situation or people. I will take responsibility for myself. At that time, whatever we are encountering, we cannot change. But what is that we can change? We can write a new script because I am the writer here. So how do you make the script so that I feel more relaxed, comfortable in the situation? Whatever challenges we may be facing, if we apply the awareness as I have the power to change the way I look at the situation, that will help me relax in the moment. When once I make my decision like that, I am responsible for this situation, I try to handle it in a better way, sitting and relaxed and then understanding of all the situations. If I blame the opposite person, then I will not act properly. I will expect the other persons to act perfectly according to my perception. So when I take the responsibility for myself, then whatever pattern of thinking I have is the way I feel, right? So when I am responsible for the situation, for example, to give a simple example, Supposing in the day-to-day household life, if, for example, my son spills a glass of milk, if I blame him, how will my reaction be? I will be continuously scolding him or continuously telling him, you should have been that way, you should have been this way. But now I understand that I am the script writer. So now I take my responsibility. I am responsible and I can change the way I am feeling. I am responsible for my anger generated here, my restlessness generated here. It is not happening because of the spilling of the milk. The restlessness is because I lack that grounding. It is never because of the opposite person or situation. So now, example, when my son spills the milk, how will I respond to it? I understand. As soon as that glass of milk spilled from my son's hand, he very well understands that something that shouldn't happen has happened. He knows that. I need not tell him anything. As soon as the glass of milk is spilled, everybody knows, right? If you spill the milk, you know it shouldn't happen, right? Then do you need somebody to scold on top of that? Not required. I very well understand that he is already feeling bad for that. So when I understand that, my heart relaxes. Oh, it's okay. Things keep happening. Then what happens? Added, he will feel a little bit better, right? So we all want such kind of cordial relationships, right? The first step, who should take? When I understand I am the actor, director, producer, writer of my movie, I decide to take. I always step forward to take responsibility. So when you reach that point, then the situations automatically relax. Then there are every challenge is a great opportunity to exhibit our response, not reactions. I have the power. Whatever the situation, it's okay. Let's calm down. It doesn't matter. Supposing a project fails in the office, it's not end of the world. If you sit calm, we can do such projects many. So when our approach becomes that way, whenever something happens in our life, always try to understand the situation from the other's point of view. Try to give some gap for the other person to think. Benefit of doubt, we say, right? So we should allow that way. We should exist. Our existence should happen like that. So let's see. Sometimes if at all you experience any sadness or anything because of somebody, introspect at that situation. What did we say on the first day? That I am God. If I'm experiencing myself as I am God, I'm very much aware that I am God, then I'm filled with that power and joy, right? Try to experience that power and joy as I am God, I am infinite power, and then try to become sad. Do you think it is possible? If you're experiencing the current moment as you are God, is it possible that you will become sad? Why is it happening? We understand again ourselves as body conscious. We fall down. That is when all the sadness, anger, complaints, guilt, everything emerge. So we should introspect on our life and see that I have the power to change the game. I am willing to be the game changer. Like that, we take responsibility on our side. We never give the power to the situation to make us irritated. Where is irritation happening? Is somebody stuffing irritation into us? No, we are generating it from within. So we can handle it. Again, don't try to suppress your anger. Explain your anger properly. Understand yourself first and understand that the opposite person or situations, without blaming the situations, you need to handle. Blaming is the mind part, right? Identification part, right? We don't identify other persons as God. We identify them as, again, body consciousness, right? We don't recognize the other persons in truth consciousness, as we never try to recognize ourselves in truth consciousness. Worries, fear of death, where does this come from? Again, we have never recognized our true consciousness. When we experience our day-to-day life in true consciousness, then where is the fear of death? Anyway, I am not the body. This body dies. Why should I fear? So we need to always understand the suffering is an illusion. Note it down somewhere where you can daily see that suffering is an illusion. When is suffering an illusion? When you understand you are God. When is suffering true? When we are in the ignorance that I am the body and I am the mind. In that ignorance, only suffering is emerging. So, take time to understand the truth consciousness and body consciousness separately. And what is truth for you? You should keep on introspecting, contemplating, and nobody can give us this. We have to arrive. That is why it is called as self-realization. This cannot be attained, achieved in the schools and colleges. We need to spend time for ourselves. Dedicatedly, we need to spend time for knowledge, gyan, and the practice of being mindful, concentrated, focused in every moment. That is why we ask people to commit to meeting like this, and then commit to practice like meditations. So when you do this, then you will understand the situations properly and you master the situations and people. Then what you can say about yourself? I am enough. When I feel I am enough, I am independent of people, situation, and things. Okay, somebody is wearing some very expensive, very beautiful, attractive jewelry, and I don't have that. Do I enter into sadness? I understand that I am God. I am enough. Okay, if I get a chance, okay, I'll wear that. I don't say I will not wear that. But my joy doesn't depend on those things. I am independent of people, situation, and things. You can enjoy life. But don't let your joy become dependent on those things. Enjoy relationships. But again, your joy shouldn't become dependent on them. How do we practice that? So we understand properly that joy is emerging from within. We experience that joy is emerging from within. That way you always execute yourself as a blissful being. When you're continuously blissful, what can the situations do to us? So where is the bliss? It's within us. Where is anger? It's within us. It's not coming from outside. Always see, whenever you see problems outside, reflect within. That is why our masters have given, right, cause and effect. So even with that cause and effect relationship, our awareness is not standing moment to moment. We fall down and we fall into anger and irritation. So this is a beautiful way of looking things. I have a choice in every moment. I am enough. I am independent of situations, people, and things. Why I am enough? Because I'm experiencing myself within as God. All power is within me. I can do anything and everything. So with this ingrained into ourselves through focused awareness, we can also say, whatever happens in this world is justice. Whatever happens is perfect. Whatever happens is perfect is my son spilling milk. That is perfect. I can learn something from this. If I maintain my joy, I have won over this situation. Something went wrong in the office. Whatever happens is perfect. Maybe I can do better. I can execute this project in a more better way, efficient way. Somebody had supposed to give me something and they didn't give. Whatever happens is perfect. Because something better is coming. We need not always say something better is coming and keep on again moving into ignorance, because you can say my joy is independent of this. My joy is independent of this project. My joy is independent of this thing. And my joy is independent of these people. So always, wherever we are, we should be able to contribute to joy, to radiate joy. This we say akaran anand. Akaran anand means reasonless joy. If I ask, why are you so happy? There is no reason I'm happy. Akaran anand. Why are you so joyful? There is no reason I'm joyful. I just had my good breakfast, everything routine is perfect. I'm joyful. My life is following a perfect routine. Okay, it's joyful. My life doesn't fall into routine. That's also perfect. Whatever happens is perfect. Today I couldn't do meditation. Whatever happens is perfect. If we accept every situation, every happening into the moment, then we can stay continuously blissful and joyful. So we should practice awareness every moment so that we can execute everything. When you are aware, you understand that you are God and you can be living as a powerful being. So I'll give a few seconds. Any doubts?
ఇవన్నీ ఉందండి. మన ఇంట్లో వరకు మనం లేకపోతే మనకు తెలిసిన వాళ్ళు, ఒకవేళ మన ఇంట్లో ఏదైనా దొంగతనం జరిగింది అనుకోండి, నాకు తెలుసు ఐ ఆమ్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ అని. కానీ అప్పుడు ఎలా బిహేవ్ చేయాలి, అవతల మనం కంప్లైంట్ ఇవ్వాలా లేదా, అవి ఒక చట్టం అంటూ ఉంది కనుక. Okay,
that is what we discussed yesterday, right? It is parallel truth. Joyful where inside, subtle. You are God, you are joyful. At the physical level, I am Bharati. I have lost my jewelry. If I approach properly through complaint or something, I'll get my jewelry back.
We can approach it.
Definitely. Definitely. Doing everything, but being aware that you are not in turmoil from inside. Because whenever we ask people, how are you? Our body doesn't respond. Something in the mind we think, and then we respond, oh, today I am sad, today I am peaceful, right? Because joy itself is a subtle. It's got no dependency on physical things. That is my message. For physical achievements, sky is the limit. But my joy doesn't depend on anything in this world. So being blissful, enjoy this earth. Whatever situations we create, everything, we are the creators, right? We are the co-creators along with nature, right? Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Based upon our thought process, we can enjoy this life. Nobody is stopping. So there my part doesn't come. Your life, no advice, nothing. Everything goes on perfectly. My advice is, understand that you are God from within. Understand that I am the power, and my power is infinite power. I can do anything and everything. So my joy is, without reason, I can always be constantly joyful. My joy is independent of things, people, and situations. This is a subtle truths we are trying to enter. Physical level, whatever is happening in your life, it is perfect. Whatever you are doing is perfect. Sometimes, yes, for kids to discipline, you need to say, right, this is not okay. They are continuously writing with color pencil on the wall. Will you sit quietly because you are joyful? No, it's okay. We need to take care of that, right? Do it, but do with love. Yeah. Any other doubt? So yeah, we need to just introspect and contemplate, so that we just spend some time in a relaxed way. Whatever works we do, we shouldn't do it routinely. Like, yes, I need to cook, don't hurry there. Even while cooking, yes, I understand. I am joyful. I enjoy cooking. I do it in a very relaxed, conscious way. I am enjoying cooking. Cooking meditation should happen. Even cooking should happen with utmost enjoyment and presence of mind. Everything we should do with the joy that we are gods. We should always don't depend on doing work and continuously be exhausted that you love. Forgot totally that you are God. Don't do that way. Whatever work you are doing, always at least 20% be aware that you are the true self and you are using the physical self. 80% live like physical. At least 20% always constantly put your attention in awareness. Be mindful of that. So staying like that, we should continuously practice this consciousness and awareness. So our practice tip is, whatever happens is perfect. And I have a choice in every moment, because I am the actor, director, producer, and script writer. And this, whatever is happening, is my choice. Unknowingly, I created the present, but now still I have choice to respond, not to enter into turmoil. So let us meditate with these beautiful concepts. Let us enjoy our process of breathing. Enjoy the process of sitting. Only joy will give us energy to sit. Joy will give us energy to close our eyes, to enjoy the process of breathing. Otherwise, why will be interested in closing our eyes when there is so much of fun going on outside? So we should enjoy the process. Then only we can be very joyful, even while eyes closed. We should enjoy that process. Sitting comfortably straight, eyes gently closed, with a beautiful smile on the face and loving kindness in the eyes and bliss in the heart. Let us focus on the breath. Slow and deep inhalation, slow and deep exhalation. 5 minutes. Enjoy the process. Let's radiate peace to the universe. May all beings be peaceful, be joyful, be happy, healthy, and be liberated. May all beings of the universe be peaceful, joyful, healthy, and be liberated. May all beings be peaceful, be joyful, be healthy, and be liberated. And be liberated. And be liberated. सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु। सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः। सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Gently rub your hands. Lightly place them on your eyes. With a prosperous, joyful attitude, come to the present moment. Thank you so much for participating and sharing your energies with all. Thank you so much. If you want to say anything, you can unmute yourself.
చాలా పీస్ఫుల్ గా ఉంది. అణువణు కణకణంలో అనుభూతి, శాంతి. అంటే ప్రతి దగ్గర చైతన్య శక్తి అంతా ఉంది కదా, దాంట్లో మనం అంతా ఒకటైపోయినట్లు అంత ఫీలింగ్, చాలా పీస్ఫుల్ గా హ్యాపీగా, చాలా బాగుంది.
Good, auntie. Nice.
ఫీలింగ్ చాలా బాగుంది.
Nice. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
participating.
నీకు అంతా థ్యాంక్స్. నీకు, నాకు, నీలో ఉన్న దైవాన్ని నాలో ఉన్న దైవానికి ఇలాంటి ఆపర్చునిటీ ఇచ్చినటువంటి సృష్టికి ఫస్ట్ క్రియేటర్ కి
Yes.
థ్యాంక్ యూ. అంటే మనలో భావనలు, ఆలోచన విధానంలో కూడా కొద్దిగా చేంజ్ అవుతున్నాయి. ఇంకా ఒక్కోసారి ఫాల్ డౌన్ అయినట్లే అవుతున్నాం, మళ్ళా లేచి నిలదొక్కుకోగలిగిన సామర్థ్యం ఉంది
Yes, and
అనిపిస్తుంది.
the thing is, you shouldn't think of the past anymore.
ఎస్
Even now, we have discussed till now, only take lessons.
ఎస్
No more, we cannot afford to think in the negative, because we are understanding the energy the thought process is putting. Again, it is repeating for us.
ఎస్
So we cannot afford to waste 1 minute also. Only lesson learned. Joyfully learn the lessons. Our hearts cannot fall into negativity. We can discuss lessons. At that moment also, being joyful, being in the state of God consciousness, we can discuss. But our hearts shouldn't, we shouldn't allow our heart to fall into negativity.
ఎస్ అంటే
Constantly
ఐ డోంట్
be able to
అండర్స్టాండ్.
maintain. That is why we are trying to participate again and again. We meet again and again, we discuss, and again we try to focus, we decide.
సంకల్పం.
Yeah.
అంటే మన జాయిన్ అంటే మనం అంటే ఒక్కోసారి మనకి ఇది అవుతుంది కదా, అప్ అండ్ డౌన్ అవుతుంటది కదా ఎమోషన్స్ లో, వీటిలో వాటిని మామూలుగా జాయ్ఫుల్ గా ఉందని తీసుకుంటున్నాం. అది మనం డిస్కషన్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎట్లా చెప్పాలి? మీరు చెప్పింది ఐ డోంట్ అండర్స్టాండ్.
అంటే just in the heart, you create, I am understanding things, I am becoming positive, I am becoming positive, I am training myself towards the right path.
Towards right path.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I want to change my perception to the right way.
Perception.
Yeah. Yes. With that sankalpam we discuss.
Yes. Sankalpam. Man lopal
I want to. I am peaceful. I understand that I am God, but to live God, I am discussing.
అంటే ఏ సిచ్యువేషన్ వచ్చినా మనలో మనం మాట్లాడుకోవాలి. ఐఎమ్ గాడ్, ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ దిస్ సిచ్యువేషన్ విత్ యువర్ అంటే గాడ్లీనెస్.
I'll tell, hey Bharati, no, decide, are you ego, are you body, or are you permanent peace? Why are you still there? If you understand, we both will win. You are God, but why are you falling like that? You forget that you are God. I am telling this to myself.
నాకు నేను చెప్పుకోవాలి.
Talking. Yeah, there are two personalities I told, right? One is the God consciousness, one is the body consciousness, and here is the awareness. Awareness needs to check whether is ego. Yeah, whether this side. If I'm this side, that is ego. If I'm this side, that is awareness. Body consciousness,
awareness, godliness. Yeah.
Consciousness, awareness is one point only.
Consciousness.
Here there are two. One is body.
Is 1 point.
Body and God.
Mind.
Body God. The
body God.
God. God is a subtle truth. God is a subtle truth.
What about mind?
Mind is the one. If it is in ignorance, if it is in the body, then it is in ignorance and it becomes ego. It becomes ego. If it is in the God, then it becomes a consciousness, awareness.
అంటే మైండ్ నువ్వు చెప్పేది ప్రకారం అంటే అటు ఇటు ఇది చేస్తుంటది.
Yeah, but if awareness is not there, then it is falling. Right now I am experiencing hurt. At that time there is no awareness. That is why it is hurt. I am experiencing hurt. Suddenly if I become aware, oh, this is not required.
Yes.
I am God. Everything is easy.
Tell me, explain to physically and explain some example.
This example was, right, my son spilling milk is a right example. At that time, if I get angry, then I am not understanding myself as God.
అంటే you angry with your son, it is not God conscious.
Yeah, that is
You
not
are
a big
not
deal.
angry, it is by mistake. You think like that, you are godliness. Yeah.
By mistake, no, things happen. In
Things
this,
happen.
this is life. Life is flowing like a river. Anything may happen.
Anything may happen.
River will encounter trees, rocks. What will the river do? River will adjust nicely and go.
Yeah.
Like that, when will I adjust nicely in life to the situation? When I'm God consciousness. A little bit effort is required sometimes, little bit challenges will come, but I nicely handle it if I'm God conscious. If I'm body conscious, that I get angry, I blame, I shout, I don't have energy.
Yes. Yeah. But unknowingly you felt ignorance. That feeling comes. You say it is not yours. It is your godliness.
Yeah. Anyway, it is temporary.
Happens. It is life. It is happens. It is happens.
That's it. If things can happen outside, things can happen to this body also.
It is not yours. It happens.
Yeah. When you say it happens, I'm very much good, right? Otherwise, I feel guilty. Oh, why did I beat my son? Why did I beat my son? It happened, right? I don't want to beat my son. But at that time, in ignorance, it happened. So when now again I forgive myself so that I can forgive everybody. Mistakes happen. That is the lesson.
What I forgive myself. I forgive all.
See, I beat my son. I fall into guilt. But today I have learned a lesson. Why did I beat him? Because this is the way of life. I need to understand nobody makes mistake wantingly. Things happen because it is life. Life is trying to teach everybody. Life is teaching everybody. To teach me forgiveness, I have to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, right?
Yes.
I make mistake. So if somebody makes mistake, now I'm forgiving myself. If somebody makes mistake, then it is easy to forgive. Yeah, then it is easy to forgive. So when we understand that life is happening, nobody is doing deliberately, then it is easy to forgive. So how will we experience this? Life teaches us when we ourselves are experiencing that way. Understanding everything is giving understanding to ourselves. From Ajnanam, Asatoma, Sadgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya. Yeah. From ignorance to knowledge. Sadgamaya. Yeah.
Asatoma, Sadgamaya. Yes.
Yeah.
Tamasama, Jyotirgamaya.
From darkness to light. From death to
Amritangamaya means అంటే మరణం అనుకుంటున్నాం. మృత్యుంగా అమృతంగమయ అంటే ప్రతిదీ అమృతంలాగా తీసుకోమని అండర్స్టాండ్.
There are so many deeper understandings, so we need to take this offline. We shouldn't because others will get confused. We will discuss offline.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the participation.